Starting out in Ice and Fire, this mod is amazing, but can also be quite deadly. So here are 10 beginner tips that'll make your journey much easier. From taming dragons to avoiding instant death, let's get right into it. If you see a spooky graveyard structure at the start of the game, avoid it at night, especially early game. Ghosts can spawn from the graveyards at night and rush you fast. And they're also immune to regular weapons, so you'll need to beat them using silver weapons. And if you don't have them, you better run. And whatever you do, when you're inside of the graveyard during the daytime, break the chest instead of opening it, unless you like a cheeky little surprise. Villages are your best early game source for bestiary pages. These are crucial early game, as they teach you about creatures, dragons, taming, and much more that's in this mod. Finding lecterns or librarian houses, you'll often get a few pages to start building your own bestiary. For fast travel, taming a hippogryph as early as you can is essential. Drop a few rabbit fear near them, and they'll eventually come down and let you tame them. And once they are tamed, you can put a saddle onto them, and you can fly on top of them, which makes traveling a lot easier, especially early game. While exploring, you might stumble across the skeleton of a dead dragon, but don't ignore it. Loot it for bones and scales, as they can be turned into powerful early game tools that are stronger than diamond and can be used to tame your own dragon. When you're ready to fight your first dragon, go for a fire dragon and bring fire resistance potions, as they're the easiest out of the three to kill first. They'll help you survive the flame breath while you stay mobile, and you can brew these using magma cream, which is super easy once you hit the nether. Use bows or crossbows when fighting dragons. Keep cover between you and the dragon and move constantly. This will make it much easier to kill them at the start, because they are powerful, but they're not smart enough to use the terrain to outplay you, and terrain gives you much more protection. Also, dragons tend to get stuck on things, so make sure to use that to your advantage while fighting them. Hydras can be brutal, but guess what? Fire dragons absolutely melt them. Just fly in, roast them with the flaming breath, and back off, and it makes one of the hardest overworld bosses incredibly easy, especially since their weakness is fire. Gorgons will instantly turn you into stone if you look at them. Either wearing a blindfold or just facing away and fighting them is easier. The risk is high during this battle, but it makes it worth it, as it makes the fight much easier. Just make sure not to look them in the eyes unless you want to turn into stone. Pixies can be quite annoying, but they can actually give you powerful buffs like regeneration and strength if they are tamed. Just lure them into a jar using a cake or by sneaking, and keep them nearby during big fights, as they can buff you during the fight and make fights much easier. Once you have a tamed dragon, don't let it wander around. Crafting a dragon horn to store them safely and calling them when you need is essential, so they don't run away from you or you leave them somewhere in a different chunk. It's also super useful for traveling while flying somewhere, and you can store them and keep going to your destination. And there you go, guys. That is 10 tips to help you survive and thrive in the Ice and Fire mod. If you have a favorite trick I didn't mention, make sure to comment it in the comment section down below. And if this helped, don't forget to like and subscribe for more guides. And thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful rest of your day.